What is the purpose of democracy? Have you ever had a conversation with someone who wanted to sell you a used car? Certainly he told you a lot of nice stuff to sell his car. I swear this car never had an accident, and 50,000 miles is nothing for a car like this. This car will be great, and you get every girl with a car like this. Of course you notice a smoke screen or an alibi story when you hear one. And what is the salesman supposed to say? This car is broken beyond belief and will mean nothing but trouble for you? Of course not. Now, what do they tell you about democracy?
Today's ceremony, however, has very special meaning. Because today we are not really transferring power from one administration to another, or from one party to another. But we are transferring power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the people. For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government, while the people have borne the cost. Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. Politicians prospered, but the jobs left, and the factories closed. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our land. That all changes starting right here and right now. Because this moment is your moment. It belongs to you.
It's for us, the people. We, the people, have a say in politics. We, the people, are the sovereign of our country. We, the people, decide how our society unfolds. But is this really true? If you look at your day-to-day life, do you get the impression you have a say and a serious impact on the environment you live in? I bet the true answer would be, not really. And the best impact you can have is to run away if something goes wrong in your neighborhood and hope to find a better environment somewhere else. So if you don't have a say within your precious democracy, what is the purpose then? Well, the goal is actually admitted openly. It dissolves governmental power. If you had a king or a dictator, for example, this one person would wield a lot of power and could have a serious impact on the environment. Democracy dissolves this power and creates a million insignificant voices instead. Of course, this is intended because you don't want to be ruled by a king. You fear a king could be incompetent or cruel or unfair. Okay, but is this really the end of the story? Look at this kid. He can't do much about the uncomfortable situation he is in. Stand and smirk is the best he can do, because he is more or less alone. If he would try to have an impact on the environment, law enforcement would take him down quickly and silent. In order to have serious leverage, he would need 10,000 others to march with him, or better 100,000 others. Large groups can exercise a lot of power. But if you apply individualism onto a society, this will dissolve group power and create millions of helpless individuals instead. What this does becomes apparent if you look at it from an economic perspective. Imagine you would have a free market. This is purely hypothetical because there is no such thing as a free market. But let's pretend there is one. What would you do if you were a player on this free market? Would you embrace the freedom and the competition? Of course not. Competition sucks. Nobody likes competition. What you really want is dominance over the market. If you are lucky, you can become a monopolist, and this is a guarantee to become incredibly rich. Monopolist is always the end goal of market activity. That's one of many reasons why no free market exists. Someone would quickly rise to the top and subjugate the market, and then it's not free anymore. Back to democracy. Let's put the pieces together: democracy and individualism. If successfully applied, democracy will dissolve governmental power and create a million useless voices instead, while individualism will dissolve group power and create a million helpless individuals. As a consequence, money will become the power monopolist. One might speculate if this was the real idea behind it all the way, but the point is, intent doesn't matter, outcome does. Be well, wherever you are.